You actually have to put this into action for it to actually do anything for you. David Gonzalez Unfiltered. Today we're going to be talking about calories. Anytime anyone talks about losing weight, they're always talking about calories, fats, carbs, and proteins. And I feel like people don't really explain them enough for the average person to understand, myself included. So I did a bit of research and I will try to explain to you what I have learned. Before we jump in, just know I am not a professional. I am not licensed in any way whatsoever. So take all information with a grain of salt. And before going on a diet, I do recommend you at least visit a general doctor, if not a nutritionist, to make sure that your diet is going to be tailored specifically to you. I'm going to do the best I can with the information that I have. Now let's dive in. What exactly are calories? So what are calories? A calorie is a unit of energy that is used up by your body to fuel your body. And of course, fats, carbs, and proteins are the main three things that do fuel your body in many different ways. We will get to that throughout the video. So the reason people always talk about calories and weight loss is because it's basically calories in, calories out. So if you eat 2,000 calories, you will need to burn 2,500 calories to be in a deficit. So as long as you're eating less than the 2,500 calories, you will be in a deficit and start to lose weight. Now the opposite is also very true. If your maintenance is 2,500 and you eat 3,000, that puts you on track to gain 1 pound a week instead of losing 1 pound a week at 2,000. Now, how do I know that 500 calories does a pound a week? So 500 calories every day for 1 week adds up to 3,500 calories. And 3,500 calories is equivalent to 1 pound of fat. So every week, if you do your diet perfectly and your workouts perfectly, then you will lose 1 pound of fat every week as long as you keep doing so. I hope that's cleared up enough, so let's move on to fats. Now fats usually get a bad rep because they think fats will make you fat, which is not true. Because fats are essential for your body because fat is essential for your body to absorb nutrients, stabilize hormone levels, and improve brain function. Now of course there are different kinds of fats, which I'm not going to cover today because I just want to give you a basic rundown of what you actually need to know. Now good kinds of fats are avocados, olive oil, nuts, meats, and of course not so good fats will be found in a lot of processed foods. Think of all your junk food, McDonald's, stuff like that. Chips, Twinkies, donuts, whatever. Now do keep in mind that calories are different for fats than they are for carbs and proteins. Now 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. Carbs are 4 calories and protein is also 4 calories. So if you're trying to be on a deficit, make sure you look out for your fat intake to make sure it's not too high because it's very calorically dense. Now we're moving on to carbs. Now carbs are the main source of energy for your brain and muscles. Now not all carbs are equal. Obviously you have sugar, which is not ideal. You have fiber, which you actually need in your diet every day. So fiber can come from fruits, vegetables, certain types of breads, especially keto breads are usually high in fiber, which is why they're low calorie. And of course the simple sugars would be, donuts, Twinkies, Doritos, anything like that. Anything you can think of in those aisles is simple sugars, which usually give you a rise and a crash with your glucose levels and will make you hungrier faster. And again, fats are 9 calories, carbs are 4 calories, and proteins, which is what we're covering next, is also 4 calories per gram. So protein, the best source you can get is from meats, especially grass-fed meats. Now protein is critical for repairing muscles, sustaining muscle, supporting your immune system, and keeping you fuller for longer, keeping you more satiated. Now, protein is definitely going to be your best choice when it comes to losing fat and sustaining your muscle, so like that you're only losing fat, because you will need about 1 gram of protein per pound of lean muscle to sustain the muscle that you have, so like that you don't have to lose muscle and fat at the same time, and once you slim down you would have to gain that muscle back, which is why a lot of people do feel weaker as they lose weight. I recommend a 500 to 1000 calorie deficit. Now, with this deficit of 500 calories to 1000 calories, majority of your calories will come from protein. More than likely it'll be around half. Now, sitting through this video, learning all this is nothing, right? You actually have to put this into action for it to actually do anything for you. Questions that you may have had or that you didn't know you had. So, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Please share this to anyone that may benefit from this information. I will see you in the next video. And remember, keep pushing, keep growing, and stay real.